going to ask you, willow, you be my Valentine. So we're going to talk a little bit about using some willow. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to use dried flowers. You can even use some fresh flowers. But why not use some stuff that you have out of your cut garden? I love to use my stuff to dry my cut flowers and then use them later in the wintertime before we have our new blooms. One of those things I really love to use is celosia. And you can see this is the plume celosia. It's been dried, but it still has that really pretty pinkish burgundy color to it. And I want to use that today. Another celosia head that we can have is the crested head. You can see here, this has still got that really pretty red coloration to it. And it's really part of that crested chief variety of celosia. Another element that I have that I grew in my own garden this year is gumbrina. I actually grew a multi-pack. So I had some whites, it had the purple, and it had pink varieties. I air dried it, hanging upside down in a bunch. So this is a great one to use out of your home garden. I'm using some dried baby's breath. This might be something that you want to incorporate as fresh. Here's some dried eucalyptus leaves. It's a couple branches. It's dried really well for me. Along with that, since we're going with the Valentines, we know roses are part of that mantra of having the season of Valentines. And so I have a few dried roses that we're going to incorporate in today. I have sea holly that I grow in my cut flowers. So this is a couple branches that's dried of sea holly. They're still very, gives a great texture, as you can kind of see, and have a great shape to them. And then another thing that you can incorporate, this is bunny tail grass. These are great if they're fresh. I love to dry some of them and incorporate in. They give that nice airy texture and they got a kind of bounce to them. So they're great to use to kind of add dimension to our overall look. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I also have some floral wire. This is wire that's already wrapped and is kind of green, so it gives me a nice base to be able to use. I'm going to use some of these longer pieces of willow. So these already have a little bit of curl going on with them. I'm going to take 7 stems of willow branches, and I'm going to make this be my one side. So I'm going to take my hand and I'm going to kind of gently pull it down. I want this to be a little bit messy, but I want it to kind of come back around. I need a little bit of length, so that's why having some length to it is going to be okay. Pull it through as we're going. I might add one more. I want to add a little taller up around, and I want it to pull up because I want to add some really fun dimension. Because I want to really have that nice whip around to it. Okay, now that I have this side, I know I can't hold and grab all my other elements, so I'm going to go ahead and have this as my base. I'm going to wrap it around as I'm holding my hand. I'm going to wrap my wire around about 3 to 4 loops so I can hold them down. Go ahead and make my back side, and I'm going to turn it and just kind of place it right here for right now, because this is where I'm going to have my bow at the end. Now I'm going to set this down. I'm going to grab this piece of stems right here. Go ahead and do the same thing. I'm going to kind of turn them around to me. This side, I'm going to go on the other side. I want them to kind of fill out and go down and pull down. Now, they might be a little tight, and it depends on it's going. So I want it to have a nice loop, so I'm going to kind of go around. If these are real stiff, like these are kind of starting to be and kind of bending and breaking a little bit, that's okay. I wanted to have a little bit of that dimension. What you can do is leave it out for right now, and you can kind of tighten it up and pull it down, or you can soak them in water for about an hour. So if we're having trouble, we might have to pick another one that we can kind of add to it and bend it a little better if we wanted to go out a little bit more, but it's okay. You can pull another one and pull it around and pull it in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and take again, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this so I can pull these all down. I'm gonna wrap it tight and bundle it. This is gonna be our form on each side. I'm gonna take these two pieces. I want it to look like our heart. We may have to turn it a little bit. You definitely want it to have a nice heart shape to it. If they get to be a little tall or they're falling out, we might need to pull out a piece. This one's not cooperating, and that's okay. That's part of it. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it and get it to cooperate and make our heart. It's gonna be our base. I'm gonna take one more piece of floral wire. I'm gonna have our base down here at the bottom. Wrap it around. We're gonna secure it with our wire. Now, to really put that signature heart shape to it, I have these really fresh curly willow branches. We're gonna use those also. And we're gonna go ahead and wrap these to be our heart also, to go in on there. Our nice heart down here. Again, we're using our green elements to kind of like our stems are just gonna blend in together. And then we can kind of reposition. This kind of gives us that dimensional heart shape. I'm gonna add that heart right to our center here of our main base. I'm gonna wrap it one more time. You could use twine if you didn't want to use your wire. I like wire just because it's a woody material and sometimes it'll continue to dry, and that way then you can kind of keep it secure. The next thing I want to do is I want to make almost like a flower arrangement, a bundle that we're going to use. And this will cover up some of this too, but we want to keep kind of that heart shape kind of going in there. So I'm going to use my willow. I'm going to use a little bit of our baby's breath on each side. I really want to kind of utilize my celosia pieces, this really bright colors that are in here. Kind of bring those pops of color out, making my dried arrangement here. I'm going to use some of my gumfrina, spread them apart just a tad bit. Give those colors in there, those Valentine colors kind of going. I'm going to add some of my roses to this now. They kind of dried front facing, so it's kind of great for us to use in this type of arrangement. I'm going to add a few of my wisp of my bunny tail in here. Bring this to the back. These are all things that you can add, whatever you like to use in your arrangements or something that you have dried that you can use out of your own garden. It's a great way to utilize it. We have some more of our sea holly. I like the texture, how it's popping out. Kind of airy. Put it on there on this side. So now we have this. Finally, I have this really cool, right here, celosia head. It has a little bit break in the stem right there. I don't want to overwhelm my hearts, so I want to go ahead and wrap this one so we can secure it in. I still have my heart shape because I really want to showcase this willow shape to it. Now I have my shape. I really like this, and I kind of moved it a little bit. I think I'm going to move this heart slightly over on my final base. This will give me room to be able to add this beautiful flowers to it. So I have this heart base, kind of like this. I can bring it back around if I want. I can have my heart and not overwhelm it, and I can have my base here. I'm gonna bring one more piece of wire. I'm gonna secure all this together. I like that dimension. I like messy. I don't have to have complete structure on my shape. I know it's a heart. I know it's Valentine's. And having this willow kind of pop out, or this pussy willow, kind of gives that dimensional look to it. I think that's kind of fun. I can arrange it. If I do want to show it, case it a little bit, I could pop it out right there, just a little bit. Now, to end this one, what I'd like to do is I want to add this velvet red bow. Kind of made just a loopy bow. I secured it and take it as my final thing. Place it here towards the top of my arrangement. Turn it over. I have to secure it on the back. Now, the fun part about having the wire backing is that I have enough space here. I can actually make a loop with my wire and I don't have to add another piece of anything. I can secure everything right here, tie these two ends together and make a little homemade hanger from the back of the wire loop to be able to showcase and hold it up. Now, I'm gonna arrange my bow a little slightly. I have my heart, I have my willow heart behind it, I have a ribbon hanging down, and I have a beautiful bouquet kind of in front of it. The good part about willow is that it's very forgiving. You can kind of leave it. I kind of like this pieces that are here. I kind of like the shape going this way with our heart. If I could bow it out a little bit, I might try to bring it up a little higher if I need to, but I love this shape right now. It gives us that heart shape going. Our pussy willow has a more dimensional heart, and then we can incorporate our dried flowers that we had out of our cut garden in our own backyard. Adding a fun bow to it, and now I can hang this and use this for a party, for my door frame, anywhere where I would like it, and it's a beautiful little element to add for Valentine's. And you can even give it away. You might want to take and make it a little smaller one. I have another example, a little bit more delicate one that has some fabric ribbon to it. But either one of these will be able to show how you have given your Valentine a willow heart. If you have any other questions, please visit our YouTube channel or visit the University of Illinois Extension website for other tips for growing your own cut flowers.